Okay, how do we get to the next? Okay, and where am I? Oh, where? Let's see it. Not very technical yet.
Which
Oh,
one is
here.
it?
No, that's. That's it. Beautiful.
And then just hit this little button.
This little guy here. Beautiful. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Charlie Hewitt. I'm the Chief Information Officer for the City of Providence. And the City of Providence has deployed fully border-to-border mobile broadband wireless data communications network. It's based on the actually a Motorola product, MEA product. It's not an 802.11 network. You can ask me why during the Q&A if you like. The network was reached full deployment in December of last year. So we're about 6 months into the full deployment phase. And I have to tell you, it is a huge success. This is one of the most fun projects I've ever had the pleasure of being involved in. And you can tell by my age and gray hair, I've probably been involved in a couple over the years, for sure. Okay, let's go this way. I'll give you a bit of an overview of the project and the network. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but because I want to get into the applications and the benefits that we're realizing today. The vision that we had of this project, for this network, was to provide the users of the network with the same level of service, virtually the same level of service that they see at their desks in the office. And that vision has been very much realized. The police right now are the biggest users of the network, and they all are telling me that their car, the cruiser, has become their desk. The only time they really need to come back to the headquarters location is to book somebody to deliver some physical evidence to the evidence lockers, or to get their computer repaired and back in service. Providence is an old city. It's a very dense urban environment, almost completely built up. And at this point, the city is building upward in terms of building more tall buildings. It's totally built out border to border. The network itself was, from the very first moment, oriented towards responding to public safety requirements. It was driven by an early public safety need to replace an existing mobile network, and it was a very focused project in that sense. The coverage is citywide, border to border. Actually, about it's over 95% of the city is covered, and that was another requirement for public safety use. It doesn't mean much unless you can go anywhere in the city and be connected to the network. The city owns the network, and we operate it. We didn't add any staff to do this, and in fact, the only thing we really had to do was train the staff in terms of how to monitor the network, how to maintain it. It's using proprietary technology. It's not a Wi-Fi network. It's not a WiMAX network. It uses unlicensed spectrum, 2.4 gigahertz. And I can tell you that the network works just fine. It is a very noisy environment in Providence. There's a lot of 2.4 in the air, but the users of the network have reported no problems getting it connected to the network, staying connected. It's certainly not any worse than the cell phone coverage, which is also pretty good in Providence. It's an IP network, which means that As far as computer applications architecture is concerned, is that if your application talks IP, you're on the network. The officer in the car can connect very easily out to the big internet, to other addresses in the world that provide information of interest to the police. They have no problem at all connecting to the applications that are part of the core network. And in fact, this network, one of the huge advantages of it is that it is inside the firewall. So once you have authenticated on the network, it's just as if you were at your desk. There's no Citrix or anything like that. It is the exact same experience in the car as what you see at your desk.